We've all heard it, right? To be smart, you gotta be fast. Think on your feet, have that snappy comeback, make those split-second decisions. But what if that whole idea is, well, not just wrong, but a total trap? Let's dive into the surprising power of actually taking your time.
So yeah, let's talk about this speed trap, because we're all kind of caught in it. It's that feeling in a meeting or in class or even just talking with friends, that unspoken rule that the first person to talk is the smartest one in the room, right? That pressure to just perform instantly. It's intense. And it totally messes with how we think about what being intelligent even means.
I mean, have you ever been there? You're in a situation, you totally know the answer, but you just need a second to get the words right. A second you're not given. It's so frustrating, and you're definitely not alone. It comes from a really deep cultural bias we have. You see, our society loves to hand out gold stars to the fast thinkers. We call them decisive, sharp, intelligent. But what about everyone else? Well, if you're someone who pauses, you often get slapped with these less than great labels, right? Indecisive, hesitant, unsure. But you know what? We are about to flip that script completely. And that brings us to something really cool, the deliberate mind. Now, this isn't about being slow, not at all. It's a totally different and honestly, maybe even a more powerful way of processing the world around you. It's time we stopped seeing that pause as a weakness and started seeing it for what it really is, a superpower. So that moment of silence, it's not empty space. No way. It is full. It's the sound of a mind that's working hard, really engaging in what we call deep processing. Think about it like this. It's the difference between just skimming a headline versus actually reading the whole article and understanding what's going on. And this is driven by something called internal focus. Okay, so while a fast thinker might be processing out loud, talking it through, a deliberate thinker is doing all the heavy lifting on the inside. They're connecting new information to stuff they already know, they're running little simulations in their head, looking at a problem from every single angle, all before they even say a word. And this whole process involves a really high-level skill, something called advanced metacognition. It sounds complicated, but it's basically the ability to think about your own thinking. To kind of step back and watch your own thoughts, question your first assumptions, and even analyze your own analysis. This is not hesitation, people. This is some serious intellectual rigor. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The psychology here shows that this internal processing, this need for a little extra time, it's not just some quirky thinking style. It's actually a hallmark of some of the most brilliant, genius-level minds. That pause, that's where the magic happens. Okay, so what are the real, tangible benefits of thinking this way? Let's break it down. We'll start with reason number 1, the absolutely incredible depth of thought it allows for. All right, look at it this way. A quick answer often follows a pretty straight line, right? Thought, connection, response. Boom. But a considered response, that takes a detour. It dives way down into deeper analysis, searching for hidden meanings, looking for those subtle connections, before it finally comes back up to the surface with something way, way more insightful. In all that deeper processing, it naturally leads to much better results. Which brings us right to reason number 2, the sheer quality of the decisions and conclusions that come from a deliberate mind. So a quick reaction might, get the job done. It's fine. But it often misses all the important details, the nuance. A deliberate conclusion, on the other hand, one that's built on that solid foundation of deep processing and analysis, well, it's consistently of a much, much higher quality. We're talking about the difference between a pretty good idea and a truly game-changing one. But the benefits aren't just external, about what you produce. Reason number 3 is maybe the most personal and powerful of them all, developing a much stronger sense of self-awareness. Yeah, because when you're constantly practicing that advanced metacognition, always thinking about your thinking, you get to know your own mind incredibly well. You start to understand your own biases, you recognize your intellectual strengths, and you build this deep, unshakable confidence that has nothing to do with being the first person to speak up. So, if you have ever felt that pressure to just speed up, I want you to remember this key takeaway. Your pace is your power. Look, the deliberate mind isn't slow. It's deep. It helps you produce higher quality work, and it builds this powerful sense of who you are. That pause is not a weakness. It is a strategic advantage. End of story. The next time you feel rushed for an answer, just remember this. The world might seem like it celebrates speed, but history remembers quality. The true measure of intelligence isn't how fast you can think, it's how well you can think. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about.
In our crazy, relentless race to be faster, what great ideas are we missing? What brilliant insights, creative solutions, and profound connections are we just leaving on the table? All because we didn't take a moment to just breathe and to think.